right, example number 4, solving a ratio problem. And this one's quite involved, so get ready. So you mix 1/2 cup of yellow paint for every 3/4 cups of blue paint. And this is going to make a total of 15 cups of green paint. How much yellow paint and blue paint do you use? So there's many ways to attack actually there's a few ways to attack this, but you can make a table. But the way that I'm seeing it right now is when I think about adding a half of a cup and 3/4 of a cup, that does not equal 15. So I kind of want to approach it from that angle. So I'm going to start out by adding those together. So if I were to mix 1/2 cup of yellow plus 3/4 cup of blue, how much green is that going to give me? Because I don't think it's going to be giving me 15 cups. So I need to make these into common denominators. So to get 2 up to 4, I'm going to multiply by 2. So that's going to become 4, and that's going to become 2. So now I can just add across the top, and I get 5/4 cups of green paint. So I was right. It doesn't add up to 15. So I'm just going to make note of that up here in this corner. So now I'm able to think of this as a ratio, because if I compare the amount of yellow to the total amount, the cups of yellow to the total cups of green when we make it in the end, um, I could compare that to the blue and kind of see how they compare. So we said that we're going to mix 1/2 cup of yellow paint. So on top, we're going to make another complex fraction. On top, I'm going to put the fraction 1/2 for my 1/2 cup of yellow. And on the bottom, I'm going to put my total cups of green, which is not 15, it's 5/4. So in order to simplify this, to clear out the 5/4 out of the denominator and just simplify it down to +1, we can multiply by the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 5/4 is 4/5. So I'm going to multiply both the denominator and the numerator by 4/5, which cancels out on the bottom. And I'm just going to multiply straight across. So if I do 1 times 4, I get 4. And if I do 2 times 5, I get 10, which is not a fraction in simplest terms. So I see that both 4 and 10 are even. I could divide both of them by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. So that simplifies to 2/5. And of course, math is pointless if we don't explain what a fraction or a number means. So 2/5 is nothing. But what this really means is that for every 2 cups of yellow, we're going to create 5 cups of green. Now there's a number that I can work with. So now let's do that same process. So they told us originally that for the blue, we're going to use 3/4 cup of blue paint. So we're going to put the 3/4 cup on the top in the numerator. And just like in the first part, we had a total of 5/4. So I'm going to use 5/4 cups for the green paint. In order to simplify, we're going to cancel out the denominator by multiplying by the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 5/4 is to multiply by 4/5. So I'm going to multiply the bottom by 4/5. And to keep it even, I'm also going to multiply the top by 4/5, which cancels all of this numerator, right, denominator, my bad, stuff out. And now before I multiply across on the top, I want to look at how 3/4 and then 4/5 diagonally, you can see those 4s, they would cancel out into just 1, which makes this a lot easier. So it simplifies down to 3/5. Hold up, painter, what does that mean? That's useless. It's a useless number. But not when we think about it in terms of context. So I said 3 goes with blue and 5 goes with green. So this means that for when we add 3 cups of blue paint, we're going to be creating 5 cups of green paint. So we're finished, right?